Ice Locked here with Nocturne Gaming, and today we're looking at the cooking table. The cooking table is a way to make advanced meals that allow you to fill up your health bar and gain a bonus to your hunger so that your hunger bar will last much longer. The cooking table does require a few materials to make, and if you look, it requires 6 planks, 6 plastic, 2 metal ingots, a bolt, and 4 vine goo. Once you have those items, you can make your cooking table and place it down. Once we have our cooking table, there are a few more things required to start cooking fancy new meals. They are the recipes, the ingredients we want to use, and clay bowls. The recipes come in 2 different formats: the basic recipes, which are found throughout the game in crates or chests that spawn on islands or underwater, and then the advanced recipes, which are indicated by the star in the top left hand corner, and these meals give you a bonus when you eat them. These recipes are found by buying them at the trading post. Each recipe does list the ingredients that are required as well as the quantities needed to make them. So let's grab our ingredients and get started making some meals. I think we're going to start with this Catfish Deluxe today and see what kind of bonuses we can get. Alright, so I've got our ingredients ready, so let's start placing them on the table and making our meal. You do need to place each item individually on one of these 4 squares. So we'll place our catfish, our potato, our chili, and our mushroom. Once we have those ingredients ready, there's one last step, which is we need to place planks in the bottom to light our fire. So we have our 6 planks in the bottom, which will cook more than one meal for us, and then we simply click start cooking. It does take about 1 to 2 minutes for this meal to cook, so we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, our meal is done cooking, so the last step to be able to eat our meal is to simply pick it up using a clay bowl. These bowls are disposable, so you will need lots of clay bowls if you want to continue making these advanced meals. So we'll pick up our meal. We've got our Catfish Deluxe now. And while we're here, we're going to start making another meal so we can show you the different bonuses in just a minute. One more time, placing our ingredients on the table and start cooking. There is one other thing to mention. If you're looking for efficiency, you can set up your cooking table to have ingredients ready even while it's cooking the previous meal. So now once this meal is done, we can collect and then immediately start cooking the next meal. Alright, so I've got my cooking done, and I just want to go over a few of the meals before we wrap this up. First is our sushi plate. This is a basic meal. It's not one of the recipes from the trading post, but it is still very useful. So when we eat this meal, it'll fill up our hunger bar as well as give us a decent bonus to that hunger, indicated by the yellow bar there. And that bar lasts much longer than the basic hunger bar, even though it's smaller. But each of the different basic recipes give you a different amount to that bonus. The next one I want to look at is one of our special recipes, and this is Catfish Deluxe. So if you look at the top there, it says makes you run faster. So when you eat this meal, you'll get the giant bonus to your hunger bar as well as an additional buff above your action bar, and this allows you to run quite a bit faster for about 5 minutes. The next meal is your salmon salad, and this one increases your lung capacity. So when you eat this meal, you'll gain the bonus to your hunger bar and a buff that looks like a couple bubbles, and while this is active, your oxygen bar will last much longer underwater. The last one's kind of a special meal, and it took a little bit of testing, but this one gives you it's a stew that lets you evade death once. So when you eat this meal, you'll gain the bonus to your hunger as well as the action bar buff. It looks like a skull with a line through it, and while that buff is active, if you take fatal damage where you're supposed to die, you'll instead regen half of your health bar. So it's quite a good bonus to have if you're out there fighting the shark or those annoying screechers on the large islands. So it's just a great way to increase your health as well as gain some extra bonuses by cooking these meals. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying this type of content, and a huge shout out to our Patreon members that support the work we do. Thank you from all of us here at Nocturne Gaming. If you would like to become a patron and get some added benefits, check out the link in the description. If you have any thoughts, comments, or questions, please leave them down below for me, and we'll see you next time.